And then he was stunned, his head aching, and he was doubled over with the wind knocked out of him. A moment of respite. He straightened a bit, casting a glance around him. He was surrounded by 3 men, young, long greasy hair, tattoos. One wore a leather jacket. And then a hand gripped him by the neck, holding him still, while another rifled underneath his jacket until it came across the pocket which held the... "No!" he screeched, his voice broken and hoarse. "No, you can't have that!" "You heard the man," someone said. Everyone turned. The speaker, hands on hips, was standing a few feet away. Curly white hair, velvet jacket. It was him, Henderson realized through his daze. The man in the motor car. "Take care of him, Gus," one of the youths said. Henderson blinked. He could swear that the older man's mouth had just crinkled up into a smile. The hand moved from Henderson's neck to his face, squeezing his cheeks, and his gaze was forcibly drawn towards his attacker. The hoodlums squeezed harder and loomed closer until their noses nearly touched. Henderson could feel the man's breath upon his face. "You should be paying attention here, mate. You're causing us more trouble than you're worth, you know. Now, what do you think I should do about that?" "This really won't do, you know." It was him, the old gent. "Just let him go, won't you? There's a good chap." Henderson sighed with relief as the young ruffian released his face. His jacket, though, was still caught in a steel-like grip. Turning, the youth grinned. "So you managed to land a lucky punch, did you?" Gus was laid out on the ground, breathing hard and clutching his abdomen. "Right, Johnny, let's do this." With that, the man released his hold on Henderson, and the 2 assailants approached the stranger from both sides. "Run!" Henderson shouted. "Get away from here!" "Run? No, not from the likes of this riffraff," said the older man. Johnny threw the first punch. The man sidestepped slightly, grabbed the extended arm by the wrist, twisted, then shoved him into the second attacker. The man shot a quick jab to the nose over Johnny's shoulder. Then he twisted Johnny's arm again and flipped him so that he landed hard and appeared winded. The leader, who had sunk to the ground, clutching his nose, was wailing. "What?" the rescuer growled. "No, don't tell me. You can dish it out, but you can't take it." Brushing off the assailant's clawing fingers, the man rummaged through his pockets until he found Henderson's watch. "There you go. I believe this is yours." Henderson, his eyes wide, took the watch and clutched it to his chest. "Thank you. I've never seen anything like it. Not unless it was on telly. How did you come to be here?" Well, as to that, you see, I realized I'd been rather churlish when you'd graciously offered to help, so I came to offer you an apology." Extending a hand to his rescuer, they shook. Then Henderson said, "Consider your apology accepted. Most people just call me the Doctor." "The Doctor? Fair enough. Now listen, I own a pub just nearby. Tell me you'll come with me and be my guest." The 2 men turned and watched the 3 hapless attackers as they got to their feet and limped away. Facing Henderson again, the doctor hesitated, then shrugged. "Well, Oh, very well, why not? Lead the way." Henderson nodded and started back towards the road.